Good morning to all. It's a wonderful opportunity to connect the people through Bamboo Society. It's a privilege always. When we started in 2009, from the my as of now nearly 12 years, we taken hundreds of loads of bamboo from across India. But my first load I got through Bamboo Society of India. Our founder Atkuli sir helped me to get that. From the beginning onwards, we associated with Bamboo Society of India, and the first I met Mr. Sushant. He's the speaker. He's earlier presented about the design aspect of the bamboo. Sushant sir actually connected me to IWST, then IWST connected me to Bamboo Society. Our journey started from there. And I never expected to start any kind of factory in Bangalore or anywhere. I thought I will market some crafts. That and all. It's a long story, started in 1998, but I'm skipping that. Then actually I contacted Sushant sir, and he connected me to his guru and mentor, Sri late MP Ranchan, Ahmedabad. He never used to use any mobile phone and all, so it's very tough to get him. Finally, I got him. He connected me back to Mr. Sushant again, and once Sri MP Ranchan came to Bangalore for a convocation, just a 5 minutes meet changed the thought process, and this ended up with setting up a factory in Bangalore. He asked, why you can't set up a factory? We will help you. You should start. Then actually the thing is, I never thought about starting a factory in Bangalore, or most of the bamboo pecker activity and the way we operate, we never planned. Everything is fallen on us, and we got molded according to the market and according to the public, our customer response and our mentor guidance. So this is my venture. The venture name is Bamboo Pecker. Even there's a logo designed with the help of a student of Sri Sushant sir. And this logo representing actually the bamboo and woodpecker. And we most of the time actually it's very easy to pronounce woodpecker. Even Naik sir also said the same thing, but we realized actually the thing is we need to name it as Bamboo Pecker. And 2009 I left my job in stock market, and I started this venture by setting up a small factory here in Bangalore. And I will go through my presentation with the activities we do, because I like to showcase my ground activities than telling about the bamboo. And also I like to share my experience to set up the and what the challenges we facing and what the challenge we faced that time. I will share you those things also. So this is my venture, and initially we started with the craft, then with the help of NID, and NID trained, NID assisted us, especially Mr. Sushant sir assisted us getting quality trained master craftsmen. Still the same people are with us from past 12 years. And we have the furniture. So the NID's presence, we and Sri MP Ranchan's support, we ended up setting up a furniture factory also. So we are into craft, furniture, and later in 2014 we entered into construction. Especially initially we did many structures in the terrace in the Bangalore. Actually, many terrace areas we converted it as a cafeteria hall, yoga hall, meeting hall, recreation hall kind of things. And then with that confidence, we entered into structural activities for the house, and even our own factory. We constructed with bamboo and mud without using any cement. Our new factory also is setting up with a mud and bamboo only. We're using cement only in the ground, the basement, and for the toilet and treatment tank purpose. Apart from that, we don't want to use any kind of cement for any kind of activity. So these are the overall picture, but day by day, our activities are increasing, and we are adding and more pictures, more than this. Actually, many works are there. I'll try to showcase almost all those things. So we initially nearly first is many people, raw material is a challenge. Yeah, it's a challenge, but it's for a person like me in 2009, with the help of Bamboo Society of India, I procured my first load from Amligole near Shimoga. But the thing is, from that time to this time, things like actually it's like heaven now. I'm not facing that kind of difficulty, but definitely for a new person or a small quantity of the material, it's always a very difficult task. And we first 6 years, I personally worked only for getting quality raw material, and we will buy the raw material according to the native of that particular species. We currently using 7 to 8 species. Few species we bringing directly from Northeast, and a few species we bringing from Konkan region, and many farmers and societies and are helping us to get the quality raw material from that region. And some species we bringing from Kerala, and some species is bringing from Coorg. Entire Karnataka we bringing different kind of species. For 2 to 3 species we are getting it from entire Karnataka state itself. But yeah, obviously Northeast is a good source because of not exactly the non-availability of the material in other place, but the Northeast procurement is little fast. If I say today and we'll get it within 2-3 days, we will be able to ship the material there. But here we have to work from the ground. We need to arrange harvesting people. We need to arrange from A to Z to get the material. That's the challenge I faced. There is no B2B in this sector. And first 1 or 1.5 years, we waited for the B2B. We thought that we don't know the B2B people, but later realized that there is no B2B. There is farmers, those who are growing, actually they don't know where to sell. We need the material, we don't know from where we'll get it. If both come to know each other, then there is no harvesting people. After getting harvesting people, those days actually is there. Currently, actually, only very few species there is a pass system, but apart from that, most of the species is removed from the pass system. So for me, actually, from that time to this time, it's like actually I'm putting hardly 5% of therefore get them. These are the pictures of the material we sourcing, and we using different kind of material according to the availability, and we using basically we using Bambusa bamboo and Stocksay is we last year we used about 1.5 lakh numbers of poles. And this year also, due to COVID and all, actually some kind of activities got reduced, but then also we regularly we taking the material, and we explored many options also in the material sourcing. We tried to bring the material through train. We bought it from a lorry, many other options. You can see this particular picture. This is actually the vehicle carrying a lorry. And once we tried, it's an experimental purpose we tried. And this kind of vehicle need a special permission to bring the bamboo because this is actually they allowed to transport only motor vehicles. And we got this permission and we bought the bamboo. The challenge in this is it looks like a big ship kind of container, but at the same time the capacity of the vehicle is based because hardly 4 to 8 cars can fit in this big container. So the 8 cars will be hardly about 10 below 10 ton like that, and the most of the weight goes for this container itself. So the container itself, altogether the vehicle itself about 21 ton. So we will be able to load only hardly 6 or 7 ton. But the advantage of this vehicle is even we can bring 60 feet bamboo. That's a biggest challenge. No one can imagine about bringing 60 feet length work bamboo. If it's available, I will be able to bring that. I want to do that also. And in the COVID scenario, there was no vehicle. So we got a vendor. So we bought the material in this way. And the thing is, this is a treatment method. We tried many things. And initially when we started, we were not in a position to spend about 10 lakh rupees for the pressure treatment facility. And in Bangalore, actually, we don't have that kind of space those days. And now the new facilities actually is about 1.5 acre land. We hired a land and we are slowly setting up. But those days, actually, now also the current factory also is about hardly 5,000 square feet, and we do is in a residential area. We can't do this big pressure treatment facility, and also the initial investment was so high. So we initially gone for the drip treatment method, but the drip treatment having a challenge. It's a scientifically people record in the records and research papers saying you have to treat it for 24 hours. We are not interested for the non-toxic option like CCB or CCA kind of thing. We always used to, we are, challenges are there, then also we love to use only boric borax method. That is a non-toxic acid. Also, I think some speaker is on from some of the participants. So also the issue is the challenge of boric borax is the benefit is actually it's a non-toxic acid, and we are people we working very close with the nature without avoiding maximum all the plastic kind of things and all other non-toxic chemicals. But the challenge for this boric borax is actually we won't be able to understand that what kind of penetration happened to which material. And because once we get the material, we'll get clubbed together, not like a China kind of system. We don't have very rarely. Recently, I got material from Jonathan Heckler, sir. He is the only person I think marked the material based on the year when it's grown. But that's the only material I got in the marked way. But apart from that, from the past 12 years, I never got any other load from anyone in a marked way that this is 1 year, this is 2 years, this is 3 years. Because most of the time, getting the material itself a big challenge. Even though crooked and getting the material is a challenge. So we never thought about the quality sourcing and all. From the material we engage from craft to furniture to construction. So we will use the entire material. We won't waste even in the boiler. I'll come to the boiler. In the boiler also running with our bamboo waste. That even the ash and charcoal also we using for different kind of applications like mixing with cement and all for basement concrete and all. So the initially actually the thing is 1 day treatment and all is very difficult to do that. And after 1 day treatment, we dip just in water with the boric borax acid, and we made furniture, but the many furniture got affected. The thing is, then I realized that 24 hours won't work. But the thing is, the ground reality most of the time is not recorded, because the thing is very less industry is there in presence to discuss for the researchers to understand that what is the exact issue you are facing. Because they chopped the bamboo from their yard and tested and realized that 24 hours is enough for proper penetration. But they never consider that actually for a industry person, we won't be able to get 1 truck material in a day. Harvesting and all is not possible. It will take minimum 15 to 20 days. And after that, forest pass, everything, the material will reach our place after 20 to 30 days. That's the minimum time. So within that time, actually the moisture will go down to 30 to 40, 45% kind of thing. Then the penetration won't happen within 24 hours. So we need to keep it for more time. So 1 day we increase to 2 days to 3 days to 5 days to like that 15 days we increase, and it's taken about 5 to 6 truck of our material and about 5 to 8 months to realize that actually 15 days is required. Also from KFRA, Damodaran sir is the only person. He said that no, the thing is you should treat till 15 days, then only actually some kind of penetration will happen. Now later I realized that if I am treating a bamboo, and in this particular tank actually is a very small tank. Small tank means about 6 feet, 5 feet width and 25 feet length and 6 feet depth. In this hardly 250 to 300 bamboo we can treat it. This is a standard kind of tank everyone is using. But the problem with this tank is actually the thing is 250 bamboo. If I'm treating for 15 days, one load I required about 3 to 4 months. That is practically is not possible. So we started thinking about how we can cook the bamboo, like how we cook the vegetables. If you are just cooking, just putting the vegetables, cut pieces into a water, normal water without boiling and adding salt, it won't penetrate. So I thought about actually boiling the bamboo, then adding salt. That's boric borax will penetrate more. We did some experiment and all. It's taken about 2 years. Then we developed this system, and this boiler is running with my waste. And also the traditional practice is actually bringing the bamboo through the river. Then actually normally they used to cut it in Black Moon Day kind of time, and then the starch and sugar quantity will be less in bamboo, but also that they will transport this bamboo through river. Then because of the water flow, always the bamboo not inside the hollow portion, it's in the wall thickness of the bamboo, because it's very freshly harvested, immediately they are putting into the river. So it will penetrate, the water will go through that bamboo, and it will leach out the entire sugar and starch while reaching the destination. And because of that, they never bothered about the treatment. Is by default, by naturally it was the treatment was happening. But because of this boiler, actually we recreated that system, because in this boiler is about 1500 liter, 1000 liter this one, and we have 1500 also now. This water, actually after boiling the water, it will boil into about 80 to 90 degree in 40 minutes, and after boiling the water we will circulate it, and because of the circulation, actually we recreated the river mechanism, and again the cooking the bamboo. So our treatment process we reduced from actually 15 days to nearly 4 to 5 days. And that also again depends upon the species. Some species like aspiranda, we may have to treat it more. We have to treat for more days. And by seeing the color of the water itself, actually we will be able to understand that how much sugar and starch is there in this bamboo. Sometimes without any treatment, we will boil and we will wash out the water. And now our treatment efficiency again increased to, from that 45-50% to increase to 90-98%, but still 2% there is an issue, because boric borax actually is because, as I said, we'll get 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, all bamboo together. And once the material comes, we don't know that when it got cut full moon day, Black Moon Day, that and all is not possible. Depends on season, depends upon the region, depends upon the day, it depends upon the age and species. Everything is matter for the sugar and starch. And so always when we treat about 1000 poles, actually 2 or 3 poles out of hardly 10 poles may get affected because of the high sugar and starch content in that bamboo. We can't give this bamboo to all the bamboo to the laboratory to test it. Is practically not possible. But the good part is, if I am making anything, and we'll come to know within few days or within 1 month itself that that particular bamboo is getting any pest attack or not, because pest won't come after 4 years, 3 years, something like it need to come, it will come immediately. So this is one of the method. And this again, and we have a steamer method also. This is actually the treatment actually for bending the bamboo. We developed a steaming system, and we'll put the bamboo through this steamer, and we'll soften the bamboo for bending. And there is, the challenge is there is no ready-made machines. Almost all the machines are developed for the agarbatti sector, and that machines actually more additional people using here and there. And it's not a problem of the machine manufacturers, because they can't develop a machine only for a furniture sector, because not too many ventures are there, not those kind of fund for a small group of people. So we only have to develop many things, and we still in that process, we doing many other missions work also. And this is another method. Actually, you can see this is actually when we made it, that time taken the photo. The thing is, you can see there is a tank. In that tank we will fill the oil, and you can see above that there is a pipe. Pipe also is there. You can see this pipe, and this pipe actually we will put the bamboo inside this pipe. And then because the thing is, if you put the bamboo directly into the boiled, below there's a charcoal based platform is there. In that we'll put charcoal and we'll boil the oil. We use honge oil, also we use neem oil. Then we'll put the bamboo inside this pipe. Actually, we made the holes and all in between many places for the oil penetration, and we will dip it. Otherwise, if you dip directly, actually there is a chance of and lasting, the oil will spill out the boil. So for safety purpose, we are actually putting the bamboo inside and we dipping. In this method, actually within 3 minutes we can treat the bamboo, but it's not an it's a good way of doing it for the treatment. But at the same time, there is a problem that even 5 feet bamboo will consume about 300 to 400 ml oil. That is not an economical option. But if anything very urgently you need this kind of thing, you can try. And you can, after pulling it up, again we will pull out this bamboo and we keep it in this tray for some time. Actually, then the excess oil and all will dip to the tank again. This is one of the option method we opted. And next one. This is our new facility. You can see the same the mechanism here, and this is the new tank. Tank, actually the capacity of the tank is 1.5 we can keep it. In this, actually we put stock size. Stock size is about 4,000 stock size in this tank, and we directly unload to the tank itself, and we will put it, and again we'll boil this entire system. Now we have more higher capacity system to boil the entire bamboo. Now because of the one full truck, we even we can increase the time to 10 or 15 days. Doesn't matter, because the thing is I'm treating the entire truck at a time. Here actually we adopted this kind of method. Most of the times everyone will put the hollow bricks, but we opted this mechanism. Actually, this is our own product. I don't have any contribution. That actually this looks very simple. Actually, this particular tank, they will put it above this. After that, they will fill this tank. Because of the weight, again the bamboo will be and after the treatment, they will release the tank water to the tank itself, and they'll remove the tank out. And this is a construction we did it, and our factory also constructed with, as I said, the bamboo, mud, everything. The right top bottom is our factory structure. This structure we did it in Chandrapur for the BRTC. We got a chance to do work for this structure, but unfortunately this structure is not existing due to some fire accident there. And this structure, this structure we did it in a near old airport. They have a view to the old airport of the runway, so they want to sit and use this area. So we constructed above the terrace. This is our factory, and this is our current factory, Mahadevpura. And this factory is fully constructed with the mud and bamboo only. You can see the entire structure is constructed. It's a 2-story building. It's fully with the mud. We not used any kind of cement only in the floor area. The elevator one to we put about hollow bricks basement, and again the field with the construction waste only. This structure we gone for a traditional method, like mixing the mud with jaggery, chunna, lime, and here the kind of thing for as a binding agent, and we did it. This particular structure is a breathing wall. Actually, there is no plastering also did it with cow dung maida kind of mechanism. And this is a breathing wall. Actually, in Bangalore climate, night you feel warm, and morning actually is the temperature is very lesser than the outside. And even my mobile also, the battery range is less inside. That much is radiation also is filtering. And this is always a porous wall. So all other new structures for our new factory also coming up in this way only. This is just how we mix the mud and all. And the same brick with the same mortar only, we keeping same mortar for constructing it. And the background, we can see the same structure again erected. These are sun-dried bricks. There is no compression, baking, and all. These are the structures we currently working. This is actually for our, we got a mission to use our waste bamboo to make it powder for many other industrial application and all. So we got the pulverizer machine from Mr. Rokit, and this machine actually about 16 to 17 feet high. So after bringing the machine only, we started constructing the shed. So this fully the constructor is our own shed. We fully constructed with the bamboo. So we used a different kind of species for experimental purpose also. All kind of bamboo is there from everywhere. Stocksey is there. We used Tulda. We used Bambusa bamboo. We used Balkova. We used Oliveri. Many other material used in the same structure. This we did a Goshala for Ramasandrapura Mutt. This is actually 25 feet span, and this structure, actually the metal structure is costed about those days, it's in about 5-6 years back, the metal structure costed about 13 lakh without flooring, and we did it for about 6.5 lakh that day with flooring. Now it may go up 8 to 9 kind of thing. And this be again same kind of structure we did it in Pandavpura near India. And this is our factory. As I said, our entire new facilities, we doing the structures for our raw material original. That these all things are got over now. We have 2 structures for the raw material, and we have it because we have 2 kind of for the entrepreneurs and newcomers of this sector will be this is a method we using. The first we have a structure that is for the untreated raw material. After that treatment tank, then after that there is another one more structure to keep the treated material. This also we did on structure for football ground pavilion for a school. This is recently completed about 6 months back. It's in Bangalore only. This structure also is got over. This structure we did it for one of the leading resort there in Goa. The roof actually they call for an artificial thatch, but the entire structure is bamboo, and even we did a ceiling also with the bamboo mat. Sorry, there is no ceiling, the same material. And we use many other material like bamboo, mat, board, ply, and all for partition, many other activities. And this is the terrace we converted into a yoga hall. And again, we tried the Stocksey also. Stocksey we structured for a this one Stocksey is we structured for a one of the apartment, actually their kids area, and we bended the bamboo according to some predefined angle. It's fully stocked with the metal. Only the upper part of the bamboo is connected to the metal frame and the pillar. But the 90% material is Stocksey only. This we did a structure in Yelagiri, Tamil Nadu, and many people still actually say you can book online and you can book the structure, book the room. We used Asper bamboo we used for stacking, and this is a stacked kind of structure. The challenge we faced in the Asper, actually, how many times after treatment also we are not convinced with the treatment, because the thing is so much sugar and starch is there in this particular material. It's a number on edible bamboo also. It's Indonesian material, but it's growing pretty well in Malnad region of Karnataka. And the skin is very rough, and this particular material, even after 2 times, I think 3 times treatment, I'm not convinced. Because of that, I broken the internode, and we filled the waste engine oil and trained and did it. And we engage in some smart city projects of Tamil Nadu, and we doing the structures for the not actually structures, is all already designed. They use the bamboo as a clamping and paneling kind of material. Many structures we covered with the bamboo. Most of the material we used is Stocksay, and some hollow bamboo also we use for covering activity. And coming to furniture, actually furniture, basically we got our brain, our knowledge also, we got it from only with the support of NAD. We developed furnitures, and these are the furnitures we supplied for the restaurants. And this is actually, we not only working with the bamboo, also we working with the cane, because most of the times we work against the order because of the manual process. Is very tough to take big quantity orders. So always the order book will be pending. So sometimes the client comes, I can't say that you come after 6 months or 8 months. So the cane is little fast processing. We doing the cane, cane actually, if bamboo chairs takes 1 month, I will be able to deliver within a week. So we working with we have trained people in the cane sector also. So this is a combination of bamboo, Stocksay, and the cane mats. This we using again the rattan also for different. This is actually a cat house. And again we Stocksay we using, this is very well known design called wishbone chair. Stocksay we using for making the wishbone chair also. All the joinery, everything is bamboo. We using bamboo nail only. Now we slowly started exploring many other joinery methods also. This again, as I said, the combination of this, here we use this kind of material only Stocksay, and the sitting platform is actually hollow bamboo. We use bambusa bamboo, and backside we use the rattan also. This is a combination of 3 materials. And again, this rocking chair also is this is fully made out of bamboo, and this basically the structure is Stocksay, and the platform is hollow bamboo material. This, as I said, again 3 material is there. Stocksay is there, cane rattan is there, and bamboo flat is there. This is fully the cane and rattan only. There is no bamboo into this. The benefit, as I said, in the cane is we can do very fast, and it's more flexible than bamboo. We need more support to strengthen the structure, but at the same time, is we can do S, Y, X, any kind of bending. It's very easy to process in cane. And there is cane also, few different varieties are there. This is a very small cane, like about 12 mm, 8 to 12 mm. This also is a lampshade. We did a pilot for a project. And also we use hollow bamboo, especially hollow bamboo for the furniture. Basically, we can't use it for small chairs and all, especially for the sofa and all. Even though if I am using Stocksay, basically the sofa means the traditional concept itself, actually it should be bulky, then only we'll consider it as a sofa. So the sofa and cot, all other thing, we using the hollow bamboo. And with this particular bamboo is Brindisi. That time we used to get it from Sagar region, actually very high quality material and pretty straight, but because of the flowering from the past 3-4 years, I am not getting this material. Even Coorg also, I never this kind of dia. Coorg always we used to get the giant, also Brindisi too, but in 1 or 2 people having this particular dia. Apart from that, it's very tough to get it. And but this Jogfal region actually is pretty good. Everywhere I'll get this kind of quality material, but nowadays from the past 3-4 years we are not getting this material. This is again the bamboo rattan combination. The top portion of the Stocksay we used to use for hanger kind of things. So there won't be any wastage of the ballast material at all. This particular one designed by Akansha Mukherjee from Delhi. She was a student at Srishti. She did this design. Actually, is fully there is no hollow solid bamboo. Only I think 1 or 2 pieces there. In this area we used one bamboo, and this area. Apart from this two, the entire is actually bamboo. The hollow bamboo we splitted and made the reaper to make this. This is again this is actually stocksay is there, but stocksay covered with the coconut rope. Actually, this and the platforms are bamboo ply. This is a cat post. Actually, the cat want to scratch it, so we use this kind of coconut fiber covering. We tried actually recently about 4 or 5 months back. A lot of it became viral like that. Bamboo can use for bat, and we made bat in for 5 years back itself. Even I recently after the COVID and all it's got stopped. This is a very good material for the making the bamboo bat also, because normally the bat this handle portion will get break, but here you can see this handle here 3 stocksay only we use. This is 1 stocksay till the end, and in the right side on stocksay and left side on stocksay this nailed together. So only 3 bamboo. This area we flattened it, and the top is actually extended to this. So there is no chance of breaking this. The breakage won't happen ever. This is a stackable kind of patio chair. This actually is called they named it as a sea wave. We did this work for one of the Shantamani Mutaya madam. She was she's not as a charcoal artist, but she's fond of bamboo. She was, and she want to develop a sea wave, and it's her design, and she daily came to our factory, and we developed with our artisan, and we blackened the bamboo, not even painted. We blackened, after that we polished. This is a sea wave by using bamboo also. We face challenges with apart from northeast and south, no one is exporting bamboo, so we face many kind of problems and queries from the customs center. But we did it for Egypt, we sent to Germany, we sent to Netherlands, we sent to Saudi Arabia and all. But it's not actually high volume, not started as of now, but rarely in a year 1 or 2 times we used to do that. And now we set up a the bamboo powdering facility also. So the machine, everything is ready. We are going to powder our waste, and we are going to use it for industrial purpose. We are trying to explore to make MDF board also out of this in our own factory. And also we have some industrial demand for this powder. We are trying to explore that also. And also we trying to develop new products. Means like this is actually a bamboo straw, and this is not yet introduced. We're working on developing new products. Part of that, this is one of the product. And this machine is ready. Actually, we are going to start the bamboo weaving in bamboo mat weaving here, Bangalore itself. This work also is going on. And we also working on the concept. Everything is ready. We are going to, this is actually is not made by me, but this is a reference image. We are going to start working very soon with the cycle, and we are not going to introduce any one cycle. We are going to introduce a series of cycles for different kind of age and different kind of purpose very soon. And we have a showroom also in MG Road. You can St. Mark's Road. You can go and see all of the furnitures, and most of the times we if anything is there, we can pick it. But if you need anything special and all, you can order there itself, and we will take time to manufacture it according to our existing work and design and the concept. We also have an online store, but online store, again, as I said, again, it will come to us. There is nothing is ready-made. Again, we have to work against the order. But many people said that you don't have online presence in and that. But we started also with the starting online presence. But the manufacturing is a challenging thing. We are trying to mechanize many things to speed up the process to meet the demand. Thank you very much. If you have any questions or any queries, I can answer also. The thing is, you can be in touch with Bamboo Society of India for any kind of information, from farmers to any kind of people. You can contact Bamboo Society of India. We're ready to help you in the best way what we can. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Parameshwaran. Mr. Parameshwaran, for your wonderful presentation. It is very impressive. It's a visual delight, and creating products is phenomenal. Having worked with Mr. Parameshwaran, I know he's a very. I wish him all the best in his future endeavors. With this, I would like to open for questions.
Hello, Mr. Parameshwar, this is Dodmani here. I would like, anyway, thank you so much for your presentation. Very good. Can you tell me what are the different varieties you buy and what is the minimum quantity you'd like to buy?
We currently using actually the usage is based on the availability, and we using currently Stocksai, we using Ochlandra travangorica,
Mr. Parameshwaran, please unmute you.
Sorry. Yeah, sir. We currently using many species. We using according to the availability. We using Ochlandra. We using Dendroclamus stocksai. We using Bambusa bamboo. We using Brandisai. We using Giganteus. We using Tulda. We using Balkova. We using Oliveri. Strictus we not using because it depends upon the location. It will be crooked. So if it's Strictus from Rajahmundry or Orissa area, we will use Strictus also. And many other species also we exploring, but we especially for the Goa, many other things. But we are Balco also we using for construction purpose. Construction purpose south we have the option of using Bambusa bamboo also is very equivalent to Balcoa, but the speed availability is forcing me to depend northeast. And any material, if anyone can sell, I'm ready to take it, but it should be minimum one load. One load means according to the lorry capacity, not lesser than that. It won't be.
In terms of tonnage, please. In terms of tonnage, please.
So the thing is actually most of the time tonnage. Why I don't know. The thing is like you are selling the scrap, the metal actually only in the scrap area they will buy in tonnage. But all the places they will actually give the value for the product. So I am valuing for the product. I will value based on the I will give based on the pole. That pole rate, if you convert it into tonnage, actually it will be 3 times. Sometimes it may be 6 times also. So forget about the tonnage, and I won't work with the tonnage. Tonnage won't work, also won't happen. But I am assuring that the tonnage rate always it will be more than 5 times, 3 to 5 times of the pole rate is more than 3 to 5 times of the tonnage calculation.
So basically, you're looking at one truckload, yeah?
Minimum one truckload, then only I can bring it.
Okay, fair enough. Because I'm a farmer. I intend to grow some species. I want to grow only the ones which will sell.
I have only one suggestion for the farmers. Whenever you grow anything, make sure that if no one is buying your material, you will be able to sell your bamboo to the nearest ladder making person. You keep him as a target and grow the bamboo and think about the quality. If you want to sell for apart from the biomass doesn't require this kind of parameter. Apart from biomass, if you want to sell to any kind of furniture industry country, make sure that your bamboo is pleasing for the nearest ladder making person. Then if no one is buying also, you can give to him. So if you are able to achieve that, you don't need to run behind anyone. We will come to you.
Well, I differ with your view. These days, the artisans for bamboo ladders is far away.
No, what I am telling you is the quality. I'm telling you the quality. If you are maintaining that quality, if you are in Himalaya also, I will come and pick it up.
Okay, thank you.
Parameswaran sir, this is Kausik from Jharkhand. I have one question regarding the bamboo craft. I want to start the similar, setup in Jharkhand, and I know after the meeting maybe we'll discuss, because there is a possibility of that type of thing, because tribals usually they love to work on bamboo craft. There is existing skill set which can be a bit tuned, and then it will work. So my question is, sir, I have worked with multiple entrepreneurs, who actually work like you for, this handicrafts from bamboo and all. One common question, what I realized from them, which is like a challenge, that, when it comes to handicraft, people appreciate, but they don't purchase, right? So marketing is a problem.
Sir, actually, Kaushik sir, I will differ with one thing. One is, I am a person, I have a 2 to 3 years pending order. The issue, what is happening is, that also we have many times, from my perspective, actually many times we said in different stage. The thing is, the Northeast, always the people is struggling to sell the craft. What is happening is, bamboo always the 80 to 70% to 70 to 80% of the people from tribe, they are working with the bamboo. So in a tribal area, if I am making something, my neighbor also know that how to make that particular thing, because all are belongs to one community. They won't be able to sell the same thing to their neighbor. But at the same time, I am a person, I am sitting in Bangalore or any other metro city, or here I have excess customer. I have to think about the production, and always I have to think about bringing quality people, quality machine. I 99% I worried only about the production of the thing. But if I set up this thing in Northeast, definitely I will worry about the marketing. So the thing is, different kind of region will give different kind of challenging situations. But according to your thing, what you have to do is, your region is Jharkhand, and you see that what kind of material is locally available, and what kind of people is, for example, if you go to Orissa, it's very easy to find out a carving people, because it's traditionally most of the people know how to carve the material, even rock also there. But like that, actually, your people are experiencing what kind of thing. And nearby region, we never, the first 10 years, we never explored the Northeast. So the thing is, later, because of the demand and because of the getting material speedy, along with the local material, we using Northeast material, not avoided any local material and doing it. So like that, you have to explore what is the material is available nearby. And then you can think about fine-tuning the product, not like actually the thing is, I will make something, then I will go for the market and all. So definitely we will talk online regarding this. Definitely we can help you regarding this.
Thank you, sir.
Next question, please.
No, I would like to add one more small point to that. See, some of the regions in the Northeast, they seriously, I mean, I'm not trying to make fun or anything. They lack selling skills, as I see, they need to sell innovatively. And one point is, not just in Bangalore, there are so many other metros and large cities and tier 1 cities where it can sell. Only thing is, you need to start selling innovatively. My thoughts, yeah?
Sir, I'm not 100% favoring to Northeast B2C products because of the transport. See, the thing is, customer won't go to Northeast to get something, but a B2B can go to Northeast any extent. And also the thing is, even if you are going for an online thing also, the transportation will be very heavy. Even not only Northeast, in Kerala, yesterday we were in an internal discussion. I know very, very high quality, highly talented craftsmen, they don't know how to parcel it and send it. So the thing is, one is my view is Northeast, if you have enough material, you should look something which can sell to the B2B. But I'm not telling the Bangalore, any metro or any city need to concentrate on marketing the products. So different region actually need to look different way, how we can. Unfortunately or fortunately, we entered from scratch to everything we encase. There is no other way to run the venture. We're doing it. But it's not an easy job for all the people to again. If you are telling me to start a bamboo picker again and start from scratch, I don't think I have the patience also. So like that, actually, you have to see that what is our region helps us. We have to think the business in that way. That is my opinion.
Thank you. We have time for one last question, please, before we close the session.
Shri Parameshwaran, Namaste. It was nice meeting you at Bangalore Society of India. And first time listening to your presentation. Very beautiful presentation. Very nice presentation. Quite informative also. And okay, as we have requested you, and you are also exploring, trying to get the 5 mm to 10 mm sheets on behalf of us. We are requesting humbly once again. Okay.
Sir, one minute regarding the sheet. 1 minute, sir. Regarding the sheet.
1 second. See, what I'm curious, see how the home center or at home people, okay, how they are able to get that thin sheets. If you can trace out, okay, where they are procuring, okay, if you can get that information, at least we can purchase in bulk. So that, see, only for to get that thin sheets, I purchased, okay, the costliest material, okay, basket kind of thing, where the bamboo was only a lid.
Sir, two things. Not only home decor or big bazaar or any other big venture, even you or even I can also bring. But are you ready to bring on container? This particular material, what you are asking is no one is manufacturing in India. If you want, you can go for a 3 mm, 4 mm bamboo mat ply. Apart from that, this particular mica kind of very thin bamboo board is not available in India. So if you want one container quantity, I will try to explore and I will connect you to the buyer itself, manufacturer itself. You can directly import. There is no restriction. But if you need a 100 square feet or 10
domain, right? See, we are started
no
with some other domain. Buying one truck is
actually, the thing is, bamboo tile manufacturers are available in Northeast. Even Kerala Bamboo Corporation also is doing it. But this particular product, what you showed me, what you are using is an imported Chinese or Vietnamese products. That if you are looking for low quality, again, actually the thing is cost is not friendly. We have to explore that who is importing and who is ready to give a small quantity. If you need a bulk one container quantity, I will search who is manufacturing in abroad. I can connect you with that.
No. See, being in a different domain, one truck quantity is a huge burden on us. Definitely.
Yeah, for everyone, sir. I can't bring one container. I can't give 100 square feet for you.
No, I'm not asking you. Okay, see, we are requesting the Bangalore Society of India so that, okay, they can help us in getting this small quantity. And anyway, we are the members also.
Sir, the thing is, I am also on behalf of Bamboo Society of India only. I'm trying to help not to make even a single rupee for finding that particular product to you. Again, still searching. But if I found anyone who is importing, I think many people also watching this webinar. If anyone is coming up, definitely we will connect you with that person to you. I think someone is importing, but we don't have those kind of information as of now. Once we get, definitely we will be able to connect with you.
Thank you.
And for Sundar Naik sir, he was telling he is not able to get the information of the chat. Sir, in the chat window in the right side corner bottom, there is a save chat, file save chat. You can save it. You will get all the information, whatever people have shared through the chat window.
Thank you, Mr. Venkat. The webinar sessions are recorded and we do have access to all the information. I will definitely help our chairman in this regard. Much appreciated. With this, we would like to close our session for today. I would like to thank Sri Parameshwaran ji for his wonderful webinar. Sri Sushant ji, and on behalf of entire BSI, wholeheartedly, I would like to thank them once again. Thank you very much. With this, we closed our session today. Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. Yeah.